Okay, take two. This time you'll see that the door is closed and the hubby took the cat and the dog. So they're not going to be here to play this time because they simply cannot be trusted. It's a shame because I love having them around, but maybe after the mask is taken care of and the drink is gotten together, maybe we can let them back in. But for right now, the cat and the dog are both on the other side of the door for the betterment of this stream. So I hope everybody is going to make their way back to me. I'm so sorry that happened, and I was so afraid that my internet would drop out in the middle because I'm hooked up to Wi-Fi instead of the landline like Matt is downstairs. So I'm like worried about that to begin with, and I just didn't expect the cat to press the button herself. So that dropped. But anyway, I guess I'm going to wait for people to kind of show up a little bit more before I start describing the pre-mask routine. I guess I'll wait for chat to start letting me know that they're here. I think I'm going to tell Discord too. Okay, hopefully that helps bring everybody back. Come on back to me, people. Please. Also, I imagine there's going to be a slight delay. I don't know what the delay is for YouTube system. I know Streamlabs, you can kind of mess around with it. Matt does, but anywho, waiting for people. Mask mixing too. That's important. It looks really unappealing, but the smell is fantastic. I don't know if you guys were around for the mask video that I made with SupMatto, my husband, where I actually made the mask on stream. I mixed it together there, and I made these like beautiful cards that I took time to do and got the information I researched, like with the charcoal powder, the ingredients, that everything was in there. And I was like reading it out, and Matt goes, all right, speed it up. Let's get through this. I'm like, what do you mean? Like, that's the whole point of the stream, to discuss, like, you know, what's going on in your face. You don't want to just smear things on and then go ahead with it. But anyway, if there's people who do want to know about the ingredients that go into it, I do have in here charcoal powder, turmeric powder, coconut oil, jojoba oil, lavender essential oil, and eucalyptus essential oil. And that's a mixture that I plop together because you can obviously see that I am a picker. I definitely like to pick. That's something that I've started when I was much younger. So like the habit's ingrained in me. I don't think I'll ever be able to stop. So I definitely started to adopt a lot of new like face mask DIY, like oils and coconut oils and all these things that are going to help heal my skin quicker and help with that process of anti-inflammatory properties, you know, just so that I can get rid of my problems that I cause to myself quicker, because obviously we all want clear skin, and if we get acne and we are going to pick at it, it is what it is. But if we can help heal quicker and take care of it, making sure that it doesn't leave scars or, you know, just doesn't get further inflamed, that way it at least makes me feel better about myself. I mean, yeah, I pick, but at least I can fix it, right? So I started doing a lot of DIY tries because I have sensitive skin, And I went through like a couple years where I would just get like these random rashes to anything and everything. I mean, random on my body too. So I would just eat something that I would naturally have eaten my entire life, and it would cause an allergic reaction. My skin on my face, I was reacting to sunlight, like on my chest too. I was getting rashes and stuff, and that just wasn't fun. And I didn't want to try mixing, brands that you could buy in the store, because at the end of the day, if I can't read and understand everything that's on that label, I'm taking a risk, and that's just not something that I want to risk. So I started doing DIY, and I can't say that I'm like a queen at it. I don't know everything. I educate myself to the degree of knowledge that I need to justify for myself, and that's coming from, I have a science background. I went to school for pre-med. I got a 3.98 near perfect GPA. So, not toot my own horn, but like I know a little bit. So I'm okay with my justification of that. So yeah, there's that. I'm going to check real quick because I'm not getting any chat. If there is any chat, maybe there isn't any chat, but I'm assuming that people who are speaking in Discord right now are on here right now. So I don't know. If anybody is here that is currently on Discord as well, can you please tell me if you are typing in chat, and let me know if I'm just missing out because nobody is popping up on mine. Quick shout. Oh, okay, so there is chat. Great. So how am I supposed to see what people are saying? Huh. Great. Here we go. You'd think that it would be set to live chat on my screen, but it has top chat as the default. Okay, I'm going to scan through real fast to see. Riley's back, Richard's back. Riley, yeah, Freya was being a rascal. My cards are cute. Okay, Riley thinks my cards are cute. That means you guys are going to get them, and that's that. All right, so let's go. Charcoal powder. Charcoal powder. All right, let's talk about charcoal powder just for a little bit. I know this is this backwards for everybody? Probably. Oh well. But charcoal powder is one of those things that can like go across every body part or system. A lot of people use it to ingest to help with gas. It's good for anti-inflammatory properties that it provides, like if you have irritable bowel syndrome or chronic digestive problems. It helps lower cholesterol. I'm reading from the back of the card. And calms an upset stomach. Also, the fun fact of the day for charcoal powder is it helps with hangovers. It helps remove those toxins from your body. Also, topically, which is what I've been using it for, not only does it help with whitening teeth because it extracts those toxins and things that cause that discoloration, but it helps also with your skin healing because it absorbs toxins and the impurities and the oils that get stuck in your skin, and it just collects that and you wipe it off with it and you're good to go. So that's one of the things I really like. Also, it helps with exfoliating because in the oil mixture, it's that powder. It doesn't completely dissolve. So it helps get a little scrub going along with the turmeric powder. Hell yeah, we're bringing the cards back. Zoe, about bullet journaling. Let me tell you about that. I've tried so many times to bullet journal, and I will sit there for hours setting up all the pages that I want to do and the habit tracking and the calendars and like the things I'm grateful for and blah, blah, blah. And then that book will literally sit there and that's it. Like, that's just, it'll just sit there. Like, I'll use it maybe the first day, and then I'll find that I just don't have it within me to continue updating it and trying to remain as creative the entire time. I don't like that kind of like force that you have to maintain it, which is good for your mental being. Obviously, that's what I need to be doing. I'm just not good with creating that habit, which I definitely need to. So maybe we can figure out a way to keep each other accountable and like set up bullet journals and check up on them or something. I don't know. That, I think that'd be cool, because I definitely want to get into that habit of keeping a bullet journal, or just a journal, you know, doesn't have to be anything, whatever, just plot down whatever you want and, well, word vomit. Have at it. That's what I'm thinking. Journaling is definitely a great way to deal with stress. Absolutely. 100%. Absolutely. Okay, next we have turmeric powder. Turmeric powder is another one of those powdered supplements that you can ingest orally, and it helps with a lot of the same problems like digestive problems, arthritis, heartburn. That's good to know, because I get heartburn a lot because of my digestive problems. But it's also really good for your skin. It's a very, very, very strong anti-inflammatory, and it has also antioxidant properties, and it's all because of the root of the turmeric plant. And the active ingredient that is responsible for all of this is called curcumin in Russian, which is what I'm used to like hearing it, because that's what my mom always peddled, like, just take it, just take it, just take it, I'll fix everything. I'm like, okay, I believe you. I also use it for the face mask for exfoliating, aside from how much it helps with the healing and everything. So Zoe, you're not wrong. There's a lot of like flip-flopping on what to call it. A lot of people, and I hear on TV too, it's called, people say turmeric, but everywhere that I've read and from my understanding and just the bottle that I use, it says turmeric with an R. So there's that clarification if people were confused about curcumin and turmeric and what the differences are. Curcumin is just the active ingredient that is responsible for the properties of that are definitely always associated with turmeric. And also, like I said, one of the main ingredients used in curry. That's what gives it that color. So definitely one of the things you want to consider when using turmeric is that it is going to stain. It's going to stain your clothes. It's going to stain whatever you're using. It's going to stain your skin if your skin isn't exfoliated properly and you have dry skin that it's completely been absorbed into. So that's one of the things that people might get, you know, worried about, is if you're keeping the turmeric on. Like, I've kept it on for a while, and if you wash it off with, you know, a face cloth or just a regular washcloth with a gentle cleanser, your skin's going to be fine. My skin type is mixed, so I'll move a little bit closer. I don't know if you can see, but I have like really dry skin on my cheeks and like on my forehead, but I get really oily in my T-zone, and I get a lot of blackheads in this region of my chin, like the corners of my mouth. And then recently, which is new because I never used to get acne on my cheeks, like that's just been the past couple of years of just like stress and anxiety, depression, like all those things that lead to not really having the best hygiene or being able to cope with that stress. And, you know, eating habits have kind of decreased, like Domino's is way too often. So there's definitely been a lot more than I had growing up. And that's what kind of forced me into trying new DIY methods and such. Also because, like I said, I'm not really good at consistency. So for when I do get into the zone where I can take care of myself to the point, the way that I want to take care of myself, I kind of like throw everything in all together, because I want it done all together. Why do 3 separate masks when you can throw that all in together and have a yummy smelling green thing on your face? So, okay, I wanted to show you guys what I was going to do before. I don't know if you guys want me to continue with these. You guys know the other oils that went in, the coconut oil and everything. If you have questions, ask me. I don't want to assume you guys want to hear all of this. So let me know if you do, and I will let you know as you ask. Otherwise, I'm going to continue to give my little speech on pre-mask skincare that got rudely interrupted by my adorable little kitty cat. But I use the Reveal Me face exfoliating gel mask that I bought from the European Wax Center. And this is slightly expensive, but I know that it works, and I tried it. I know that it's gentle. It's all natural. If anybody out there wants to try a different gel exfoliator, I know that Amazon sells a few, and you want to try it and let me know about it. I'm definitely more than interested to hear about it, but I'm kind of scared to try something that I haven't already been exposed to, just because I don't want to risk getting a rash. But shut up, Matt. Hopping in chat trying to get me all blushing and flustered, and it's working. What are you doing? Get out of here. So this is an exfoliator like I've never seen before. Like, it's kind of gross how good it works. And it just comes out a little bit at a time because you don't need a lot. And I don't know if you can see, just looks like a gel. My finger's stained already. But you just kind of rub in circles, little tiny circles, and you do that after your skin is clean. I did this after my shower. I actually wanted to do it much sooner after the shower because that's when your skin is most ready for like skincare. But the cat and the mic and all sorts of things got in the way. So right now you guys can't see, and I'm not really gonna want to stand up this entire time, but I'll show you with my hands. That's skin. I know it's gross, but you know, skincare. What are we gonna do? It's not the most beautiful of things. So we do what we gotta do to be beautiful in the long term. Am I right, guys? Yeah, girls and lads and whoever's here. I don't care. Just agree with me. Are you guys talking about me going out on a date with my husband? Is this what has devolved in chat? I know it's gross, but skincare. Literally, I feel like that's what it is. Like, people expect to just, you know, sit back at the spa with cucumbers on your eyeballs and just completely not have a care in the world. But it's not fun. It's not beautiful, you know. You got to do what you got to do so that you can look the way you want to look, you know? Oh my gosh. What are you guys talking about in chat right now? I see the mortgage. What does that have to do with a date? Ladies and gentlemen, my husband. That is our date, him paying the mortgage. You're right, Smithy. Gotta look good. Chicks do dig mortgage payments. You're right, Psycho. I agree with that. Or Bryson. Hello and welcome. I actually didn't mention a hello to all the new attendees of Margaritas with Self-Keren. But anyway, I do that for a while with my mask, gel mask exfoliator. You leave it on for a little bit to allow it to soak in. And then you just go in little circles. I said your name. Yep. We're all friends here. This is the whole like Discord chat. Just come to hang out and do face masks with me. And honestly, I got no problem with that. This is so much fun. Eyeshadow looks. I usually always go for that like light to dark kind of eyeshadow shadow effect. That's the tried and true. I never go wrong with that one. What do you think, Zoe? I should have my hair up, shouldn't I? I'm like getting it all stuck on my forehead. I'm getting all flustered because I thought I was going to be okay. I thought I was going to get this right. And then the cat happened. The cat got out of the bag, quite literally, was in the bag, and then left the bag to jump onto my computer. Okay, keep scrubbing. So I actually have a little mirror right here that I have enough of a view, but so I would generally do this for a little while just to make sure that I have a decent amount of the top layer off. Top layer meaning top layer skin. You don't want to go too hard. It's just the gentle exfoliator that you want to allow soak in and then gently rub off. You'll see some skin coming off, which is what you want to happen. That's the purpose of exfoliating. And then just wash it off. I have a wet rag with me. I prepared. It's all cold now, but that's okay. Gently just wash it off with warm water before you do so. And the reason I do this before I put on my face mask is what is the point of trying to moisturize and bring nourishment to skin that is already dead? You want that to make space, make room for the clean and new skin underneath for that to get its best chance at life. Keep in mind, skin does grow fast. Skin grows fast. Your skin is constantly multiplying at the base level. So you want to be gentle, but don't be afraid, manhandle it a little bit. Okay, I'm going to put on the mask. I think that I cleaned off just enough. Don't scrub your skin off, Riley. That's something that you can go wrong with too, which is over exfoliating. And I've done that plenty of time. My problem is moderation. Can anybody relate? Absolutely never use coarse salt scrubs on your face. Absolutely not. Actually, the woman that I spoke with who was doing my waxing, she said that she doesn't recommend using salt or sugar scrubs at all, just based off the fact that the manufactured microderms that you can find, they're completely like spherical in nature, so it's not going to be as abrasive as something that's crystallized, like naturally crystallized, like sugar and salt. And that could be really abrasive for your skin and just end up kind of like leaving you with scratches rather than actually doing the job of exfoliating your skin. So you want to be really careful with that if you are using something that has coarse salt or sugar or just any crystallized compounds, then that's something you might want to be very, very gentle with when you use it. Okay. You relate so much, Zoe. I feel like you and I relate on a lot. Definitely something that I've caught on with a lot of people who are here with me today, which I definitely appreciate. So who's ready for me to get all messy with this face mask? Because I actually really want to try that margarita. Let's get this going. I was not prepared for this at all, to tell you the truth. Like, I probably should have cleaned my office. Like, you can see there's just crap everywhere. My desk, like, there's the tiniest amount of workspace right here because I have paperwork and shit all over the place. But I just figured, like, what the hell? Just do it. You guys are awesome. I like hanging out with you. So, whatever. Whatever. I'm getting the mirror closer. Okay, also another wonderful, 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 wonderful tool that I use for skincare that Matt actually uses now too is pimple patch. They're literally these little patches. They come in all sorts of different sizes. There's barely any left because we use them so often. It's hard to see. I'm gonna do it like this. They're like translucent. They try to like match with most skin types because it is translucent. And this thing literally, and I'm not even joking, literally sucks the goo from your pimple so you don't have to like pop them and cause that open wound that allows that bacteria to get back in and everything. No joke. It sounds gross as hell. I love pimple popping too, but a lot of the times this actually helps with that because it allows it to like come entirely to the surface. If it doesn't have like enough suction power of its own, it definitely like brings it all to the front and allows you to like get rid of it way easier. Way easier. So I'm gonna show you guys again these little pimple patches. I buy like in bulk on Amazon. The brand is COSRX. You just put it on, leave it on for at least, I don't know, 5 or 6 hours. You'll see it working. Like 100% you will see it working. A lot of the times if you don't see it working, that just means that it still hasn't made its way far enough into the surface for it to allow it to like work its suction power. But I swear to you, magic. Magic. Just try it once. You'll believe me. You'll believe me. I had to fight Matt for him to try it one time. And then I caught him like using it so often that I actually have to buy double now whenever I do re-up because we go through them so frequently. But the satisfaction of popping. I get it, Briley. That's why I actually, and it's gross, but I watch pimple popping videos on YouTube, like Dr. Pimple Popper or whatever. I definitely watch that shit and like, I'll watch it at the gym. I don't care. Like, I'm riding my bike and I'm watching those blackheads go. So, yeah, I don't care. I don't care. I'll do it. I've done it. I will do it again. Like, I made Matt let me like get his blackheads on his back or like ingrown hair. So I'm like, sit down and shut up. Like, this is happening to you. You don't have a choice. Just sit down. So I definitely feel you on that, Riley. But on my face, if I can try to avoid doing so because I do it so frequently, if I can use a pimple patch on a few of them, it's key. It's amazing. I love it. I recommend it to everybody. If I can find one that I can literally just stick on my entire face, just if they had one big patch sticker all over my face, I would walk around with that shit on all day just to have my skin clear for like the next day. You'll see me walking around with these patches. Like, I've gone to Walmart, I've gone to the doctor's office. Like, I don't care to look like a fool for like a day if it means looking better long term. I don't know, whatever. Call me an idiot, but I'll wear pajamas out in public too. I don't care. I just don't. I'm living my life for me, and that's what I want to do. So yeah. Yeah, Briley, that happens to me a lot. Like, I'll get to a place where my skin looks clear and I'll be like, you did it, way to go, fantastic, your skin is clear, you don't even need makeup. And then like I'll get anxious. The next thing I know, I've been in front of the mirror for half an hour just like, oh, I need this out and I need that out. And like literally nobody would have seen it because I'm on the 10 times side of the magnification on my mirror. And literally, I don't think even Matt would have been able to see any of these, even with his face like smushed up against mine. But, you know, that's what anxiety does to you. Like, it makes you feel like all of your flaws are magnified for the world to stare at and judge, and you feel the need to constantly perfect yourself or get rid of whatever blemishes you see in your head. And it ends up always getting worse than it was in the past. But, you know, shit happens. So we learn to deal with it and fix it. So that's why I'm gonna start smearing this stuff on my face right now. And it smells fantastic. Oh yeah, you're perfect, aren't you, babe? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Get them stories going from the other day, huh? Oof. All right, this is gonna be probably a little bit cold. Nope, it's fine. All right, getting that war paint going. Who's ready? If Matt keeps talking, I'm gonna make him come up here. Put this back on him. Thank you, Briley. Thank you. I almost forgot about that as I'm like dripping this all over myself. Good thing it's Matt's pants that I'm wearing and not my own. That's okay. He doesn't mind. Right, babe? You don't mind. Oh, yeah. Now we're prepared with the towel. All ready to go. Smearing it on. The faster I can get through this, the faster I can get the drinks going. What are you confused about, Zoe? Oh, is it because you missed the milk thing? Okay, so what was happening is that we were getting $5 donations to reveal embarrassing stories about Matt. And one of the embarrassing stories that I had revealed was about the fact that he's kind of odd at times. And he has this quirk, I guess you can say, where he doesn't like to finish the last bit of milk or like the last bit of whatever. Like he'll leave the tiniest bit of milk or the tiniest bit of like mustard or ketchup or peanut butter. Like he'll leave like a little bit of peanut butter at the bottom. And it would just annoy me because like he'll open a brand new one and start using that. And it just, he leaves them like, you know, poor little things rejected and abandoned just because it's the last bit of it. What's that about? So I always give him crap about that. And that was one of the things that everybody clung to in chat because it was hilarious and does not make sense at all to leave perfectly good milk at the bottom. Matt, you fool. Yeah, so I get tasked with either, you know, finishing up what he won't finish or having to throw out. He just leaves the carcasses for the friends to relish in. It's really sad. We had three cartons of milk in the fridge at the same time, and only one of them was being used, and all of them were not empty. So you tell me. No, I am actually absolutely 100% serious. I took the one that was going to expire the soonest and finished that, and now I'm working my way through the other one. Actually, I think I might have finished that one too yesterday. Yeah. Isn't it wasteful? Tell him. Finish the milk. Finish the milk, Matt. All right. This smells so good. I wish you guys could smell through chat. Although, you know, that'd probably be weird. I'm the same way, but finish the milk. I don't get it, Riley. You have to tell me. I don't understand. Like, I get when people say that they don't drink the last bit of like a beer or a soda or whatever because they consider that to be the backwash. But it's stuff like you don't pour your beers out like you drink it like that, right? So how can you compare that with milk that you poured out and never contaminated with backwash? I don't get it. People tell me why. How does it make it bad? How? Tell me. The backwash excuse for beer. I've heard that before too. I'm like, I don't understand why. I mean, you swallow your spit on a regular basis anyway. Like, what? What? Huh? This is weird. Like, I'm trying to get it all over and it's melting as I do and it's leaking. Oh, God. The animals are trying to get into the room and it's funny. We literally had to get one of those, like, gate locks to hold the door together because the people who had this house prior to us didn't have, like, door handles on this door. So it would never stay closed and the cat would get in all the time, wreak havoc, just as you could imagine. Oh, this is going to be so messy. Oh, gosh. Who's still invested in the face mask with me? If anybody cares. I'll tell you, it feels great and it smells really great. Zoe, were you there for the original face mask video that Matt and I did? Wondering if you remember the ingredients and such. I don't know if anybody would want me to go through that again. They all basically do the same thing. Anti-inflammatory, helps healing, antioxidants, all the good things that you want. Yes, eucalyptus oil, lavender oil, coconut oil. I have some jojoba oil in here. It's a carrier oil that's often used to mix the others together. I have coconut oil for moisturization factor and also the lauric acid. It's like 50% of the fat content is lauric acid. Correct. Activated charcoal and turmeric powder. You guys got it. Have you tried it yourself yet? Definitely gets messy. I'm not going to lie. It is one of the messier ones, but totally worth it. Especially if you guys like aromatherapy, because I definitely add eucalyptus oil, lavender oil into a lot of my candles. I love that smell. I also have diffusers that I use with that. So if any of you like aromatherapy, you would enjoy this because you really, really get a good whiff of the eucalyptus and the lavender while it's sitting on your skin. I still have so much left, so I'm just going to continue to cover it up and leave it in the fridge to wait for me. There's absolutely no reason that I would need to throw any of this out. I see no cause. YouTube needs to shut up. Clearly, Briley is our OG, and there's no way you are spamming. Finish in the mask. All right, you guys want to know the details of the mask? Is that what you're saying? Oh, are you yelling at Matt to finish? How does this look? Well, that's not a joke, though, because I feel like sometimes you don't wait to the end. Like, as soon as you think the show is ending, you're like, all right, off. You do that all the time, Matt. Except with marbles. because everybody knows you stay past credits for marbles. Absolutely not. Marvels, everybody, if you don't know that the end of a Marvels movie is gonna have an after scene credit, then like you don't know Marvels. Don't talk to me about Marvel movies or anything related. I said Marvels. Like of Marvel origin. Duh. Are you streaming me really loudly from the basement? Because I can hear myself and it's really throwing me off. Lower the volume. A little more. Liar. Oh, okay. Definitely making a mess. Alrighty then. So I think I'm gonna leave that on there for a while. I don't even have it all over my face. What am I doing here, guys? Don't forget to use your face masks, your products, whatever, all the way down on your neck. I would have it go further down, but it's just going to be a mess to clean up. Because we want to remember, it's the same skin. But we want to leave it, you know, looking good. Because that's the sound and audio and whatever I make for turkey neck that I don't want to have when I'm old. Okay. This is going to start dripping, but that's okay. Anticipated. I'm going to go grab the bottle that I prepared for the margaritas. It's in the freezer because I have ice waiting in it. I didn't want it to melt in the meantime. So I'm just going to run over to the kitchen and grab that, and I will show you how I'm going to prepare the blue margaritas. Bye, Zoe. Catch you in the next one, whenever that will be. I don't know. I have to figure it out. If anybody even wants to keep watching this after this one, we'll see how it goes, all right? Play it by ear. But I'm going to run right back and forth to get the drink. And you guys are going to see I'm going to be doing it. It's going to be my first time using my new Ninja blender. I got the one that has like the big one for whatever you want to make, like multiple drinks or smoothies or, you know, soups even. And then they have the little personal size ones that you can make your own smoothie to go. And I've got also the one that you can make dough in. So you just throw all the ingredients together and it wraps it up for you. That's going to be really fun to make. I feel like this is going to be in my mouth before I know it. All right. 2 seconds. I'll be right back. Now I have to like open the door. Am I locked in? Matt! You had to lock me in my own craft room just to avoid getting the cat and dog in here. This is great. This is hysterical. Fantastic, everybody. Am I free? He's hiding so he's not seen. You can come entertain them while I'm getting this stuff because it's all your people's anyway. Like I don't even know if there's anyone that just knows me from me. Come on, stop being weird. Go ahead. Come on. So weird. He's so weird. You guys don't even know how weird he acts when it's just him and I. Like he'll just randomly start screaming random noises. He's so weird. He really is. That's exactly what it is. He's just like a big kid. Absolutely a big kid. All right, I'm going to put my hair back a little more because I don't want it getting in this face mask. Drippage is real, guys. The drippage is real. All right. So, margarita time. This is the blender bottle that I got. It's max fill line. I have ice in there to the top. It's already condensing, so it's hard to see through it. Who's ready? We've got the sour mix. We've got the blue curacao. I gotta grab the tequila. I keep it in my drawer. My mom got it for me. Tequila, tequila. Oh, that's gonna be fun. Oh, I'd love if Matt would try to drink alcohol with me. It's a struggle and a half to try to get him. You see that? To try to get him to drink. The princess is here. Oh boy. Freya's back. Freya, would you like a margarita? Do you like the tequila? Do you guys see her? That's so cute. She's watching. So sweet. Freya, I need to get the lime syrup, but I'm worried you're going to jump up again. Yeah. Yeah, she ran in almost immediately, Matt. Couldn't keep this one away. Please don't jump up and try to eat the face mask. Bye-bye. Oh, nope. Change your mind. Okay. Anyway. And I have my sour mix. Not sour mix. Lime juice. I lied. That's my sour mix. She is really cute, but she can be a troublemaker. Absolute troublemaker. She will lay in my arms absolutely all day and all night. But then, like, the second we're winding down and need quiet to fall asleep, whoosh, crazy cat. Off she goes, running around the house and trying to parkour. She's not very cat-ish. She doesn't land on her feet. She stumbles. She, like, flops. So I don't know if it's because she's been with a puppy from, like, the time she was really small or not, but she's not very graceful as far as cats go so far. I don't know if that comes with age. But I don't know. She makes up with it with her sweetness. I call her Sour Patch Kid. No, she doesn't know how to cat. That's exactly it, Richard. She doesn't know how to cat. And I think I might need to clean a little bit off of my eyebrows because I don't want this in my eyeball. I know that a lot of you guys have cats just from the posts that I've seen in Discord. And they are all so cute. You should hear me when you guys post it. I'm like, aww, blah, blah, blah has a cat and a dog too. Yeah. And I actually sound like that. I'm really obnoxious. All right. Let's get the tops off of this so we can put some pour spouts and not have to worry about measuring out the actual portions. Because I learned how to free pour in my certification bartending class. And I find it a lot easier to just do the counts rather than worry about using a jigger to get the actual measurements. Although you can kind of see by eye, you can tell how much of everything goes into what. Oh, really? No, not right now. This is like the worst time. I have face mask, I have alcohol, I have juice. You can't come up here. No, no. She's sniffing the tequila bottle. You're supposed to get a cat because your dad found 2 babies. Oh, he kept both. That's sweet, though. I almost, like, it's bittersweet because it's sad that you don't get the cat, but at least they're together, you know? That's pretty happy. Matt said that whenever I'm ready, we can go ahead and get another animal to add to our household. I'm just opening up the tequila. I should have done all this prep work beforehand, but like I said, we're winging it. Winging it, like where I put my trash. Get a snake. It's funny that you should say that, Briley, because I actually was thinking about getting a snake. Every time that we've been going to the pet store. No, Freya, if you step... Oh, there she goes again. She didn't turn off the thing, did she? You guys are still here? Freya! Please! Please! Move. My husband not doing a good job. Anyway, what I was trying to say is that I wanted to get a snake because every time that we went through PetSmart to get food for Freya, who's being a complete brat right now. I can't even see chat because she's standing in front of the computer screen. So anyway, I see snakes in their little cages, in their little, can you get out of here? In their little exhibits that they have. And I also saw, yeah, no, all right. She got behind. I see the, what are they called? The fancy bearded dragons. Those look cool too. They're tiny little things. I don't know how big they get, but I just think they're so cute. Freya, this cat's trying to climb up the window, and there's nowhere for you to go, Freya, please. I'm gonna yell at Matt. People, spam him in Discord. Tell him that he needs to get Freya. Because, listen, I do my job keeping the animals at bay when he's streaming and doing his work. He can afford me that same luxury, right? I think so. This is going to get messy. All right. Who's ready for some drinks? I know I've said that so many times already, and I'm sorry. I just keep getting everything ready. I bought stuff on the Amazons, like pour spouts and a mixing kit. So if you guys want to have your own mixing kits at home, I would recommend the basic kit that you would want would include a strainer that right now is stuck. It shouldn't be. It's not supposed to get stuck. Oh, here we go. A strainer. Definitely going to need that. Oh. A bourbon on the rocks. Sorry, I don't have bourbon yet. This is tequila is the only hard liquor that I have in my house right now because it's expensive. But I do have all the things that I would need to make any drink, like a muddler, a jigger. This is a jigger. You have a spoon. Hi. You're going to have to find her because like I shoot her away, but don't close the door. I don't know. And you got your shaker set. That's definitely the basics that you want. But we're not going to need that today because I'm just tossing it all in the blender and making it a frozen margarita. Say hi. Troublemaker. She keeps jumping up behind the TV and trying to jump up the window, but there's a window behind the TV that you obviously can't see. But she keeps trying to climb up it, and there's nowhere for her to even sit. So,
oh, that hurts.
Well, that's not how you hold a cat. So, you kind of deserve it. A wild Matt appears. Yeah. Matt in the background. Babe, you want to drink with me?
Mm-mm.
Why?
What do you mean why?
Oh, gotta close it in there for our blue curacao. I'm making a blue frozen margarita. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
What are we making? Benoit. We are making a blue frozen margarita. Doesn't that sound great? Oh, this face mask. We have the dog. We have the husband. We got the whole gang except the cat. 'Cause she's a troublemaker. Is Matt going to try it? That's a good question. Matt, will you at least try it?
I'll sip it.
He'll sip it, he says. That's okay. We can let go with a sip, right? Viva la tequila. Yeah, so the tequila that I have, I can't say that I'm professional with brands or whatnot, but the tequila that I have, this part is important to note, is 100% blue agave. And in order for it to be considered a tequila, there has to be at least 51% content of blue agave because the liquor that is made by other agave plants is called mezcal. And that is a different type of spirit. So this tequila is 100% blue agave. And I believe it was $30. My mama bought it for me. Clementine. Don't let her get on my face mask. She's already got stains from the last time. So, I'm going to mix it up a little bit. Baby, you're going to have to be by when I put this in the blender because you know Clementine
I'll just take her down.
ain't about it.
Come on, baby.
She ain't about that life. I know. Isn't she adorable? We did have two dogs. We had Romeo and Clementine. Obviously, you just saw Clementine. Romeo passed away on Wednesday. Wednesday morning is when I found out that he had passed in his sleep. I found him in the morning. And it's been rough ever since, but that's why we are here right now. We're trying to do other things to distract ourselves, have fun with other people. Free Clem. Clem can be around. She's not so much of a troublemaker. Like, she definitely has gotten into things. I'm not going to say she hasn't, but she's a good dog. She electrocuted herself once and shit all over herself. And it was both sad and funny at the same time because, like, this dog never got into anything when we were gone. Like, she always just sleeps when we're gone. And then the one time that Matt is playing on his computer and I'm on the couch taking a nap, all of a sudden I hear zzz, and like she's like crying and I have no idea what's going on. I like didn't even understand that like she shocked herself because that was already on the ground. And she was on the ground crying and we were freaking out. And come to find out, like it looked like she had been chewing on the power cord, the power extension, and like she like her canine just like slipped in and zapped herself, but I think she got so scared that like she pooped herself because there was poop everywhere. But she was okay. She was absolutely fine. That's the only reason I can laugh about it is because she was absolutely okay. There was nothing that was of concern. We definitely watched her, so she was okay. But aside from that, Clem really hasn't gotten herself into any trouble so far. Like Freya, she gets into everything, like everything. So we have to watch her pretty consistently. But she's such a sweet cat. Seriously, she cuddles with me all day and all night. And people that meet her, they're like, I don't even like cats, but I want your cat. So I definitely am lucky with her. Who's ready? We're going to be making blue margaritas. 3, 2, 1. All right. So the recipe for a margarita in general is going to be tequila, an ounce of tequila, half an ounce of triple sec, half an ounce of your lime juice, and you fill to, your ice level with your sour mix, shake it up, pour it into your margarita glass, top it with a lime because anything that has lime in it, like a lime flavor within it, is going to have a lime garnish. And yes, there are rules for garnishes, which is like crazy to me that you can have the same two drinks sitting side by side and putting a different topper on one of them is going to completely change the name. And if you incorrectly do so with it or without the garnish, that's not the right drink. So you have those people who are going to be picky and be like, I ordered a blah, blah, blah. And it's literally just like, here's your lime, sir. So there's that. But we're making the blue margarita. So instead of the triple sec, which is clear, we're going to be using blue curacao, which is sitting right here. I left in the corner for people to see. And blue curacao is an orange flavored liqueur. And any of your blue drinks will probably have been mixed with blue curacao. The only other things that is probably going to be a variation of blue curacao, honestly. So there we go. Those are the ingredients. We're going to have an ounce of tequila. And if anybody knows pouring technique, they have you associate a count with your ounces. So I do like a moderately to quick pace 4 count for an ounce. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to pour an ounce of tequila. That's going to be my ounce. Put that back. Then I'm going to put in half an ounce of blue curacao. For that, I'm going to have a 2 count for half an ounce. So you'll see I go 1, 2, and then I lift it up. I have blue all over the place, but that's fine. And then we're going to do another 2 count, which is half an ounce of the lime juice. I can already smell the combination starting. We're going to have 1, 2. And you can see you already have like a nice color blend starting. Kind of have like a darker green at the bottom. I don't know if you guys can see, but it's really pretty. I wish I had a better camera and setup, but they all come over time. And so all that's left to add in now is our sour mix. Gonna add in, if you can see now, also I want to show you that I have a decent amount of ice just because I want it to get real nice and blended, real frosty feeling. Hi, are you gonna help me with putting this in the blender?
I know, I was holding the dog.
Oh, okay. Look at how pretty. Can you see the colors?
I can, but
they probably not.
Here, let me do this.
I'm just gonna cover this up and put it to the side so our cat doesn't destroy everything. I don't know if that helps. Can you guys tell?
No, I ain't doing shit.
Well, I feel like you can kind of see that it's like blues and greens. The limes in the corner. I think it looks cool. Okay, so Matt's going to entertain you in the quick second that I'm going to go blend this. Smells good. Matt ordered pizza. So I'm going to make this drink and be right back. I guess we'll wrap it up when the pizza gets here.
Yeah, that's all right.
I'm not letting you get to the pizza without me. You're going to eat it all before I even get to it.
No.
I'll be right back.
Hello. This is our upstairs.
swaggy haircut. Yeah, you can't really tell. I was pulling the hair thing for quite a while, where I just slap a beanie or a hat on, and that was it. So, you know, I finally got my hair cut and stuff. It's okay. It's not the vacuum. Looking slick. This is just gym me. Can you put your paw on my shirt? Say hi. Say hi. Come. High five. High five. Come on. She's too concerned with the noises. She's like, what are they? Beards come back nice. Yeah, not really. This is all it does. Both sides. Just patches. That's as far as it goes.
What the hell is ringing our doorbell?
It's the pizza.
Oh, it's the pizza. Just in time for my blue margarita. Take a look, everybody. Look at how beautiful that looks. Isn't that nice? Today is turning out pretty cool. I napped all day. I'm getting pizza. I'm doing a face mask with you guys. I'm streaming for the first time. I made myself a nice blue margarita. It looks good to me, don't you think? I like how the ice is like chilling up top, and we have a little bit of the straight drink at the bottom. It's kind of cool. All right, let's give it a sip, shall we? Honestly, though, I think I might want to wipe off my face a little bit more because I don't want... Whoa, Karen, you're back there with this weird homeless dude on cam.
Homeless? What?
Were you the homeless dude?
I guess. I don't know. Is it because I don't match? Call me homeless?
He likes to wear his like high socks to the gym. He's funny. All right. Now that I have a sufficient amount, I think I look like the Ronald McDonald guy. I want to take a sip. All right. I got a big mouthful of ice that like landed in my face while I was trying to sip. But honestly, that's not bad. I think that this might be my first time ever having a margarita. My first time making a margarita. I didn't know if I would like it because I'm not the biggest fan of lime or citrus, but I actually don't dislike it. And it's really beautiful. I actually really, really like this drink. What a success! Hey! Matt, you want to try it? You might not like it. He's going to make a face.
I know I'm not going to like it, but they can't see my face.
No, tell him to put it. Do it. Do it on stream. He makes the weirdest faces when he drinks.
Nope.
I knew he wouldn't like it.
Nope.
Nope. Nope. Yeah. So, my review is that I don't dislike it for a drink that I probably wouldn't have ordered because I'm not a fan of lime and citrus, but I like it. So, cheers to pizza and margaritas, right?
It doesn't have a shitty aftertaste, which is nice.
Matt, you're being called a big baby
That's fine.
by Benoit.
Okay.
Yeah, all right. I'm definitely going to have that all the way down. Maybe get the spoon up in here. Mix it up. Make sure that we have the ice and everything blended evenly. I might have to play around with the settings too on the blender because I might not have set it to blend at the right setting. You know, blenders are mighty fancy nowadays, right? You can make soup. You can make ice cream. You can make like whatever in a blender. So, anywho, I feel like I've had this mask on for quite a while now. And if I haven't, it feels like it has because it just keeps dripping. It's bothering me. So I think I'm going to take a quick minute to wipe it off. And I'll probably just use the black towel behind me. So ignore the facial expressions you're going to be seeing in the next few minutes because we all make those really weird faces. Like when we do our makeup and the mascara. Girls know what I'm talking about. Or guys, if you wear mascara. That face you got to make with you like open up real wide and you look all the way up to the ceiling. And you don't want anybody else to see it, but I'm that person who does my makeup on the train on the way to work, so I really don't care what you see. Because if I can get an extra like 15 minutes of sleep in and I have to do my makeup on the train, I don't care. I will do it. And I'll do it well. Huh. I've actually gotten pretty good at not stabbing myself in the eyeball. And you'd think that shouldn't be an accomplishment. Like, what do you mean? Like, it's really easy not to stab yourself in the eyeball. Well, you try putting on mascara and eyeliner in general in front of a mirror, seeing what you're doing, but then go ahead onto a train or a car while you're driving and try to do that. I feel like it should be its own Ninja Warrior achievement of some sort. You know. You know. Someone out there knows. I feel like if Zoe was here, she'd be like, I know. This isn't going to be entirely to plan, but you're right. I think I have something on my face. What do you mean, Briley? Who was trying to be me? You're talking about that? I'm really gullible right now. So I need people to be like pretty honest. This is so sad. I should be like using a wet rag or something. I think I have one. Didn't I bring one? I definitely brought one with me. I can see clearly now. Yeah, there we go. That's what we wanted. Feels so much better now. Okay, Briley, I get it now. It took me a while, but I get it now. Wow. I feel really stupid. I should have gotten that, I feel like. It's okay. We all get it. Right? Everybody gets those days where like they just like, what? If you don't want to go to a party, you don't have to go to a party. I don't know, unless you have to go to that party. Do you have to go? Enough off of it, off my face, that I don't look stupid on stream. What do you guys think? Get your thermos. Is it that important? You don't have to go unless you have to go. If it's mandatory, and then at that point, like, is it that mandatory? Definitely got some on my nose. This is the hardest part, is getting it around my nose ring because I'm always too lazy to take it off when I should be taking it off. This is going to look a little weird, but I'm sorry, guys. I'm not picking my nose, I swear. I'm just cleaning off my nose ring. The weirdest part of having piercings is your obsession with having to make sure that they're facing like the right direction at all times, or like completely clipped on properly. So like I always pick my nose ring to make sure it's turned in properly and it's not like sticking out, or like my earrings facing the way that I want it to, because it'll clip my hair. And before, like, I had my tragus, I just took that out not too long ago because I want to get it re-pierced. I took it out and like I always made sure that it was like pushed out all the way so that the little blingy was blinging. So that's your little step into people with piercings. We've got problems too. Yeah. I actually had both sides pierced, and I took this one out recently because I want to change where it is, like on my nose. I know that sounds weird, but I actually had it a little further down, and I wanted to have it higher up to match with this one that I pierced myself. Don't ask. I do a couple of my own piercings, but yeah, so that's going to be put back in there. The tragus is going back in. I'm going to get an industrial, a conch. I'm going to get a rook. I'm going to have, like, when I have money again, I will be tattooing the rest of my sleeve. So I'll have the rest of my arm, my left arm. I know we talked about incorporating some siren stuff into that. That might be really cool to think about. But I definitely want to continue my tattoos and piercings as soon as I'm back into making money again. That will be fun as hell, because that's definitely some of the major ways that I like to express myself is with piercings and tattoos. So I will definitely continue that. I took out another piercing over here not that long ago because I wanted to change up the way that it was. So I'll, you know, mix and match, but definitely a fan of piercings and tattoos. I don't know if anybody else relates with that. I know we have a fair amount of people relate to the blue margarita. Yum. Very yum. I'm going to try to clean up while we're talking here, because I literally have like all the ingredients for the face mask and all the ingredients for the drink just sitting out here in between me and the screen and everything else. So if the cat were to make its way back, this would be total disaster zone. Absolute disaster zone. So Rich, let's talk about what is holding you back in making up your mind with tattoos. Is it like, I definitely know I want to get it, I just don't know if it's between this, this, and this, or where I want to put it, or like stuff like that? Or is it, should I do it or should I not do it, like on the fence? Because I have some things that I want to say regarding tattoos and people holding off too long. You know, there is that quote where, you know, you're only going to regret the things that you didn't do more so than the things that you did, because that's going to be a lesson learned or a trial or whatever. But you just kind of have to go with your gut and what's going to make you happy. You don't know with life. Life's a pretty tricky thing. So you kind of just have to do what's going to make you happy while you have the chance to. So whatever you feel like this is, it doesn't have to, you don't have to even pick like which one's going to be your first one. If you have multiple tattoos that you have in mind, you can sit down with an artist and be like, hey, I know that I want to do a couple of these things. what are your thoughts? Like, where do you think we should start with this? Or maybe even do multiple at a time. If you have the means and you can tolerate that and you can sit through that, there's no reason why you can't go ahead and get a couple of tattoos at a time. There's no rules. Like, if they're willing to tattoo you and you have that the means, go ahead. Why not? There's no rules. It's your life. Live it. Do what you want to do. Make yourself happy. You know, obviously, if there's people in your life, loved ones, that are extension of you, that it directly translates as well, because making them happy makes you happy. So obviously you're not entirely being selfish, but you know, do what makes you happy is what I'm trying to say. Like, worry about making yourself happy, because you have to be happy to get other people happy with you, right? So, all right, Briley, I am probably not going to be on stream too much longer now. We've been going for an hour and 20 minutes, and I feel like for my first time, that's a pretty decent go at it. I definitely am going to want to go like wash my face off with a cleanser and put on some sort of moisturizer or an oil afterwards. Got to make sure that you don't, you know, leave your skin dry and begging for moisture. But I will be probably wrapping up soon too. So thanks for coming by, Briley. I can't tell you how much I appreciate your interaction. It's definitely helped me, you know, have my confidence on stream, and everybody who's been here with me, Briley, Benoit, Richard, Matthew, like honestly, everybody. Even like Zoe, you said goodbye already, but I want to mention you again. Having you guys here, Shiro, Matt, Psycho, everybody. It's honestly been the coolest to have people to just chit chat and, you know, spew whatever's going on in my head. It's kind of a live version of bullet journaling or Twitter or whatever with interaction, and it's so much fun. And maybe next time I have like other drink options that we can make, and other, like maybe we could do a hair mask and make like Cosmos or something. If I have to check if I even have vodka. But anyway, we're gonna make all sorts of different like DIY stuff, face masks, maybe teeth whitening, hair stuff, whatever, and drinks to try. I'm going to be sipping away at this for the evening. I don't want to drink it quickly or anything. And Psycho, I did say your name. Do you want me to say your real name? Bryson, whatever you prefer. So I definitely love this. I'm going to do it again. I hope that everybody can join me and so many more next time, because I definitely streamed later than I would on a regular basis probably. But anywho, thanks again for everybody. I had so much fun. I really, 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 really look forward to doing it again. And I know I'm going to talk to most of you guys in Discord anyway, because it's been a small little group chat, but I loved it. And thank you so much. See you guys. Bye. Mwah. Pizza time.